Hello, I'm Don Hammock, Sports Information Director at Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College. Thank you for joining us for another episode of Bulldog Blitz. It was a happy homecoming here at Perkinston where the Bulldogs blew out East Central 35-0. We'll talk with Coach Jack Wright, linebacker Hayden Hill, and offensive lineman Greg Nunnery while we take a look at some highlights. Then we'll introduce you to quarterback Pat McQuaide while we play 10 questions. And lastly, softball coach David Kuhn will introduce you to 2023 Bulldogs. Stick around. Here on the field with Gulf Coast head coach Jack Wright after a dominating 35 win over East Central at homecoming. Jack, let's start with the defense. 16 passing yards, about 120 total yards. It was a dominating performance by the regulators.
Very proud of them. Very proud of them. They played hard all night. East Central is a team that does not quit even when they get behind. They've proven that throughout the year. So the point of emphasis tonight was to play a complete 4 quarters, and I think we did that. We closed out the game strong on defense. Couldn't be prouder of them. We played a lot of people on defense tonight. We, just about everybody that plays defense for us got out there and contributed today. That's a very good feeling.
You even had some guys who normally play offense playing defense, and I thought they held up well too. So
yeah, we've got a lot of good athletes that deserve to play. Sometimes their position group might be deep, maybe a little too deep, and so as a coaching staff, you've got to go in and figure out how to get the best out of everybody. And so we did. We moved some guys to defense, and they played really well today. Proud of them.
They had East Central had a couple possessions inside the red zone in the second half and held them out, kept the shutout intact, so they held up.
Yeah, that was a little scary moment. They got down there close. I think offensively we gave them a turnover that gave them down there close, and then had another short field again. So it's good to see our defense rise up and get a stop in those situations.
Offensively, y'all were pretty dominant as well. 200-yard rushers. How were y'all able to run the ball so effectively today?
Our offensive line's young. They've been getting better throughout the year. Hopefully we can continue to improve. We've got some talent there. We had some young running backs tonight. Cam and Xavier have been our workhorses all year. Got a couple more guys tonight. Jamari and Dayon got in there and made some quality runs, but just physical up front and hard running. That's going to be a good night rushing.
Cam Thomas, 103 yards. I think Jamari Thompson, T-Train, I think he had like 119, 116, something like that. You talked about Jamari, what he did at the end of the game last week, and he did even more tonight.
Big physical guy, very talented guy, but young. Just needs to be thrown in the fire more and more and more. We've got other players that are in that same situation, Don. We've been in a lot of close games. We've got a lot of young talent. We just need to be smart as coaches and get them in the game so that they can kind of get their feet wet and learn a little bit. Jamari's been able to do that throughout the year, so you see his confidence growing.
Because we played homecoming here today on Saturday, you got a short week, and I heard you talking about a huge 11 days coming up. You got Hines on Thursday, and then Jones the next Thursday. What are y'all going to do here the next few days to get ready for Hines?
We've got to be careful because, we want our guys to be fresh on game day, so we don't want to come out here and just overwork them, but we do have to be prepared. We've got to be ready to play. It is a short week. It is tough, really tough to go play a team with the caliber of Hines on just 4 days of preparation. So it is a huge challenge on our young players, our veteran players too, to really take a step mentally and be ready to play Thursday night.
All right, congratulations, Jack.
Thank you very much.
Here on the field with sophomore linebacker Hayden Hill from Flowood, Mississippi. Hayden, you probably hadn't seen the stats yet. You held them to 16 yards passing, about 104 yards rushing, 120 yards total. What did y'all do tonight to get them stopped?
We ran a little bit of different stuff, specifically for them, We were ready. We came out, prepared, very prepared, because we had a great practice this week. So we wanted to spend time on focusing on what they do, and we just did it.
I think they had 2 first downs in the first half, maybe 3 first downs. They wound up with not many. They got a couple there on that last drive and before it petered out. What does it do to kind of keep going out there and keep shutting the door on them?
100% the line. I cannot give more credit enough for the D-line. I mean, they held them, they stopped them, they hit them in the mouth just for us to make the tackles. And I appreciate that.
And you guys got 2 units going out in front of you,
Right.
shuffling in and out, so they're always fresh.
Mm-hmm.
They had a couple red zone opportunities there in the second half. What did y'all have to do in those situations to get them shut out?
Put our big boy pants on. That's what we told everybody. Put your pants on and hit them in the mouth. That's what we did. So.
Offensively, you probably appreciate a team that can get 2 100-yard rushers. What do you see out of them tonight?
Very much. That makes it so much easier. When the scoreboard looks like that, I love it. So I give them all the credit. All the credit.
You got a short week. You got Hines on Thursday. We're playing here on Saturday, so you don't have a lot of time to turn around. I think y'all are going to be out here doing a little something tomorrow. Mm-hmm. What do you guys have to do to get ready for them?
We just got to be prepared like this week. You know, we're going to be here Sunday, and we're going to be ready. So we just got to be prepared.
Big 11 days coming up for the Bulldogs. Congratulations,
Yes,
Hayden.
sir. Thank you.
Here on the field with offensive lineman Greg Nunnery from Macomb. Helped lead the way for a pair of 100-yard rushers. What was working for y'all up on the offensive line today?
Well, mostly they were in the forefront, so we worked on the good in practice. So we executed it well, worked hard, got it done.
You got, like I said, Cam and T-Train both got 100 yards rushing. What did you see from them?
Well, they run pretty hard. Both of them are great back. We blocked good for them so they could do that, and they did it good.
It looked like y'all kind of wore them out there towards the end. Things got maybe a little easier as it went on. Is that what you felt like up front?
Yes, sir. Got them down, tied, kept pushing, made it to the end zone, kept scoring, breaking down. Did a good job of doing it.
Regulators held them to 16 passing yards, 120 total yards. What'd you see out of the defensive group tonight?
Yeah, they played great tonight. Had 2 red zone stops when we needed. Went back and scored. Yeah, they played great.
All right, you guys got a tough, short week coming up. What are y'all going to do to get ready for Hines?
Prepare, stay healthy, get treatment, lock in, stay together, and get the win, man, so make it to the playoff.
All right, Greg, congratulations.
Yes, sir, appreciate that.
My name is Pat McQuaide. I'm from Solon, Ohio, which is about 25 minutes east of downtown Cleveland. I was born in Cincinnati, Ohio, and I moved to Solon when I was about 3 months old, and I've lived there my entire life. I started playing tackle football in the 3rd grade, but I played flags for as long as I can remember, running around the house, throwing, catching, kicking the football. I've been doing that since basically I was born. But organized tackle, I started in the 3rd grade. I love football just because it gives you a chance to compete. And one thing that has been kind of brought out coming down here to Mississippi to play is it brings together people from totally different backgrounds and totally different places together as one and as a family. And you truly need everybody to win. So to build relationships with guys that are maybe you wouldn't necessarily have a relationship with outside of the game is something that I truly love and really appreciate. Working with Coach Wright has been great. I always been around the head coach. I played for my dad in high school, and then at the last school I was at, our quarterback coach was our head coach, and then so it was an easy transition. Coach Wright does a great job of being a quarterback coach and also being a head coach, which a lot of times people don't understand the difference there, is that you have jobs as a head coach and you have jobs as a quarterback coach, and he does a great job of managing both of those and helping us and putting us in the best position to get ready to play and to put us in position to make plays on Thursday nights to win games. My favorite athlete is Kobe Bryant. Actually, I have two. My favorite athletes are LeBron James and Kobe Bryant. LeBron, because I'm an Ohio guy. He's the greatest player of all time, and I'll never say anything else. I love LeBron, but also I love Kobe Bryant just because of the mentality that Kobe has. No matter what you do, I'm willing and able to outwork you. That's something that is extremely powerful. I think that goes a long way. So that's something I really respect about Kobe, and just the stories you hear about him. I mean, the stuff he would do just to gain a little edge in competition is something that I think I try to do and something that I love hearing about. So. I like Kid Cudi a lot. Kid Cudi went to my high school, so Cleveland guy. I like him a lot. I'm also a big country music fan, which probably surprised a lot of people down here, being from Ohio. But I like Luke Combs a lot. I like Chris Stapleton a lot too. My favorite superhero is Batman, and the reason is because he doesn't have any superpowers, and he just totally outworks people, outwits people, and is just stronger than everybody else. So he's kind of a normal guy that doesn't have the super speed and super strength and all that, but he just finds a way. So. My favorite sports movie, I would say, is either Remember the Titans or The Sandlot. I was a big baseball player growing up, so The Sandlot's a big hit in my family. I have a big family. We quote those two movies all the time, so I'd say those two are my favorite. The biggest one would be my family. Like I said before, I played for my dad in high school, so every Friday night, it was a family event, our games. So I was playing, he was the coach, my little brother, who's now a stud receiver at my high school, was our ball boy, and then all my siblings were in the bleachers and my mom. So people come from all over the state of Ohio and our family to watch me play and watch my dad coach and my little brother play. So my family's the reason. My family allowed me to come down here and play at Mississippi Gulf Coast. So without a doubt, the first thank would go to my family. One thing is that my favorite genre of movies is romantic comedies. I think they're hilarious. Some of them are pretty corny and cheesy, but I usually get some good laughs. So. My favorite one would probably be, if you count Wedding Crashers as a romantic comedy, then definitely Wedding Crashers.
Hayden Hill delivered the J.W. Puckett Construction big hit of the game on this crushing play. From full site preparation to turnkey completion of projects including drugstores, car dealerships, worship centers, medical clinics, office buildings, banks, restaurants, and retail stores, J.W. Puckett can and has handled it all. Go to jwpuckettconstruction.com. Gulf Coast softball coach David Kuhn is back for his second season in charge of the Bulldogs. Let's talk with Coach Kuhn about his 2023 Bulldogs.
We're looking forward to the spring season and, you know, hopefully building on the past tradition of Gulf Coast softball and certainly improving on last year. You know, got several good players returning and some new freshmen, so real excited about the future. It's been nice. You know, there's some kids that came in this year that we were able to build a little bit of a relationship through the past year, or we knew a little longer, whereas last year, you know, it was just I was new and the girls were new to me, so that always helps. It makes transition a little easier when you already know somebody and you know where you have an idea they may play versus coming in blind. You know, we've got some key returners in Abby Vance, you know, returning for her third year. You know, she's one of those super sophomores. Gives us a lot of experience on the mound, a lot of innings. Then we also, you know, got Madison Cobbs, who started out really good last year and did some good things for us, and Kennedy Brown as well. So that's three sophomores returning that'll help us on the mound. Then we got a good mix of freshmen. Got Bradley Petrie, lefty from Louisiana. Taylor Stiers, right-handed pitcher out of Oxford, Mississippi area, Kylie Burnett down the road from Picayune, and then Jet Harold. And those 4 freshmen, I think, will be able to help us, give us some innings on the mound, whether it starts or relief or middle relief or closing. So like what they all bring to the mound. Goes without saying, excited to return KK Agner at first base. You know, KK's been over there for 2 years, again coming back for that third COVID year. Been a dynamic hitter for Gulf Coast with home runs, RBIs, on base percentage. You know, backing her up will probably be Kirsten Johnson out of Biloxi. And then we got Bree Green, super sophomore, returning at second base. Bree can play, you know, infield, outfield, a good left-handed hitter, does a great job getting on. Got Lauren Trawick, freshman out of Louisiana, can play short, second, third. And we got, you know, Haley Abbott Stafford returning as a shortstop for her third year, COVID year. She's a very good shortstop and an excellent hitter for us. And we got Lauren Ladner, a sophomore that can play shortstop, second, third as well, sophomore out of Long Beach. You know, we got Chloe Litchfield can play some third and catcher for us as well. Chloe did a good job for us last year playing in some spot starts. And we got Abby Williams too, as a freshman from Columbia Academy. Abby, you know, can play some infield and outfield for us, freshman. Catcher, we're looking at Cameron LaFosse, freshman out of Lake Charles, Louisiana area. And Natalie Shaw played at Marshall Academy up in Holly Springs, Mississippi. Also got Chloe can catch for us as well, and Olivia Plummer. So we're pretty deep at the catching position and excited about that right now. Outfield, of course, we returned Kate Brannon, who made all conference last year as a center fielder, hit .324. You know, we have Katie Smith is returning. Katie's got great speed and had an excellent fall for us so far, swinging the bat. Akira Causey, outstanding athlete, sophomore, outfielder as well. Got Olivia Plummer. Olivia can catch, play some outfield, sophomore from Gulfport. Then we've got Jet Harold, who's a pitcher, outfielder as well. Jet's going to pitch, play some, possibly some infield, some outfield. Then we got Georgia Robertson as well, outfielder, lefty hitter. He's got some pop, good arm. It'll be tough. A lot of parity as usual. You know, Jones will be good. Colin will be tough. Northwest. Those 3 are good every single year. East Central's coming on. Holmes, Itawamba. I mean, it's just, you know, there's no days off in Mississippi Junior College in any sport, any division. You know, it's very tough, top to bottom. Going away from having a state tournament and a regional tournament this year, now it's just all going to be combined into one 10-team tournament. So the top 2 teams that advance from that will go to the World Series. So it'll be a grueling, but a challenge. It'll be about a 5-day tournament. But you know, hopefully that'll make sure that the best 2 teams in our region go to the World Series. You know, most years it happens. Every now and then there's an upset, but I feel like, you know, this way our league's not wearing ourselves out having a state tournament, you know, where teams can get exhausted and worn out and then turn around and play it again a couple days later. So I think nationally it gives our conference a better chance of, and regionally, sending the best 2 teams to the national tournament. Just recently hired two new assistant coaches, Jack and April Byerly. Jack spent some time at Robertsdale High School in Alabama, has coached at Florida, Auburn, Francis Marion, Southeast Louisiana, Northwest Florida State. He's won about 970 games. He's brought the fast pitch softball to the state of Alabama as a high school coach. He's a great teacher, outstanding coach, very prepared, known him a long time. Very excited having him on our staff. And then April, his wife, actually, she played at Northwest Florida State, was all conference outfielder, pitcher, then also pitched and played outfield at the University of South Carolina. And she coached in high school a bit, then coached at pitching coach at Southeastern Louisiana, University of North Georgia. So real excited about those 2 and what they bring to our program, and just we'll continue to get better. softball, baseball, both just got approved for a turf project. It's supposed to start any day now, and the proposed finish date's January 18th. Hopefully February 1st, we'll have turf on the field. That'll change, the way we practice. We lost a lot of days this fall due to rain, because it rained for about two and a half weeks nonstop. With the turf, it gives you a chance to get on the field as soon as the rain's over. It's less field maintenance. You can do a lot of camps and clinics, host tournaments, host high school or postseason championships in the area. It just a lot of things can be done, and it's so durable, and it helps with preparing your team and knowing, hey, I'm gonna be practicing at this time no matter what.
Thank you for joining us for another episode of Bulldog Blitz. We'll be back next week with a short turnaround, a Thursday game at Hines. We'll see you then.